Hey guys, welcome back to Comic Talk. I'm Matt Kane. This week, I'm unfortunately continuing the story of Infinite Loop where Bob Cheesy last left off. This is Infinite Loop issue 5 for those of you who are just tuning in. This is a story which started off about an anomaly eraser falling in love with an anomaly, with the undertones such as accepting who you are, same-sex relationships, and struggling to free ourselves from hatred. They're just really prevalent in this comic book. Now that we're on issue 5, it kind of feels like the comic has given up the story it was originally designed to tell, just so that you can kind of get those undertones across, which really makes this comic feel kind of preachy. And that isn't always a bad thing. Both the writer and the author made this book to show that exactly, but the story makes so little sense at this point that jumping into this issue and trying to explain the absolute bizarreness that goes on is almost impossible. That being said, I'm going to try anyway with this issue, picking up after Teddy's confrontation with her former boss. Teddy and Ulysses travel to what I'm assuming is a storage facility for anomalies where they meet the gender-flipping Andromeda. While discussing with Andromeda, Ulysses triggers her at the moment by looking down upon her and making her define herself because he's just an ignorant male. As they finally enter the city of anomalies, which even has those little tubes from Futurama. Look at that. Andromeda makes a point to show that these anomalies are harmless by pushing Teddy through one of them, with him stating that the only reason he can touch them is because he's a corrupted file. I'm not sure if that's slang for something, but whatever. Teddy eventually finds Anno after staring at her for a minute and showing us that she knows the human anatomy before going to see her. She confesses her fears to Anno, stating she doesn't want to pass through her, with both of them admitting their love for one another. Of course, the ending page is showing us that we can never have nice things as Teddy's boss viciously attacks the anomaly base. So, that was just a quick explanation of this issue. There's a lot more that went on. That's just the gist. Like I said before, there are plenty of parts that I skipped over that just didn't make sense or were just so heavy-handed. Jesus. The boss criticizing William Cowper's statement that a noisy man is always right, or Andromeda getting triggered by Ulysses because he is a strong, independent, well, I guess I'm not allowed to put a title on her, so I'm just going to leave it at that. And finally, the boss, Tina, is just, in general, horrible with her infinity glasses. I get an infinity loop, mankind keeps making the same mistake, so are you, you know. There are just a lot of bizarre parts in this as well. Like this really weird sequence, which I wasn't even sure if this was happening in her mind or outside, where Teddy confronts the literal symbols of humanity's improvement, or failure to improve, and kind of goes crazy, just like I am right now. I get this comic is supposed to be surreal and strange to magnify their point, but it's almost too much. We get one more issue left, and I'm essentially with Bob Cheesy and his opinion on this comic. It's just gone on way too long, and it just needs to finish at this point. I'll see you guys next time with Infinite Loop 6. Bye-bye.